Hello, this is Connie Carter, and you are watching Cause for Paws Cares. We have a very special show for you tonight. Unfortunately for you, we don't have any kitties to show you that are available for adoption. However, we do have a wonderful little furry surprise for you. That's the co-host. We also have another person, our guest. She's a very special guest. I've known him for about 2 minutes. No, I'm only kidding. I've known him for many years, and he is a wonderful singer and songwriter, and he has released a brand new CD, and I'd like to introduce to my audience out there, Scott McGinn.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you.
Well, good. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad
How
to
long
be
has
here.
it taken us to get here? What?
A couple of years at least.
Couple
You've been talking
years.
about it, yeah.
I know, because you're part of a band, but you're way back when you were like, oh, by the way, I dyed my hair because I figured rock dyed the hair.
Yeah, sure.
So tell me how you got started in the songwriting and the singing.
Well, I guess I was kind of doing that in high school, and in college. But I left college to join a band called Face Dancer, who was in the Washington, D.C. area, and they were just getting it together, so to speak, and I joined them and kind of became their songwriter of the band. And after 3 or 4 years, we managed to get a record deal with Capitol Records. We were pretty popular in the Baltimore, Washington area, and thought we were going to make it to the top, but somewhere along the way we got derailed. Nevertheless, in various forms, the band stayed together for a while. Then I went on and did some other things with some other musicians in different bands. And so I've kept, while I'm not performing and all every night like I used to, I still perform occasionally, but I write, and I decided I wanted to write and record an album by myself and just do things that I wanted to do by myself. And I've been lucky enough to play with a lot of really good musicians. So some of the things actually I've learned from them. I incorporated that into my own playing. Some of the keyboard parts on my album were actually came by my friend and musician friend David Long. And so when I was recording the parts and I would play the solo or play the part he's doing, I'd play it back to him. He was in Rhode Island. And so I said, is this right, is this right? And so we consulted. So he wasn't able to play on the album with me, but in a way he did play.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately, he died last December. And so one of the dedications of the album, besides being to my wife, Terry, one of the dedications is also to him.
Oh, that's nice.
So
it's hard to lose a friend. That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry about that. I know that since I've known you, you're married my very good friend. Don't tell her I said that, please. I don't want her to get a big head.
No.
Anyway, I know that you've been working on this solo, and tell me how you record it. What's your recording studio? It's like Cat Heaven or something like that?
Well, we jokingly call it Cat Heaven Studios because that's where we live, is essentially a cat heaven.
So you record out of your house?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And let me just say, a lot of other people have home studios, and they have a lot of gear, and they have baffling, and they have this, and soundproofing, and modulators, and this and that, and frickin' frats, and everything else. I just have a little digital recorder, a 16-track recorder, a couple of good microphones, and a couple of amps and a keyboard.
Wow.
And I set them up on the coffee table. I have my microphone stand up. When the guy's cutting the grass next door, I can't do any vocals, okay? I have to turn off the air conditioner so it doesn't make any sound. A couple of times, some of the cats will add their
meow.
Well, they'll do that. And one time I was doing a vocal track and I heard this clicking, and I looked down and one of the cats was hitting at the microphone cable. So it was hitting against that. So little things like that you have to be aware
That's
of.
why it should be called Cat Heaven.
Yeah, well,
because, you know.
That is their heaven.
That is their heaven.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I know you love cats.
Yeah.
I listened to the CD, and first of all, Face Dancer. Let me get back to Face Dancer.
Okay.
Face Dancer was very popular in the Baltimore. I mean, I think it was after my age. I was not really into rock. I don't think. I don't know what I was into.
Our peak was in the late '70s, early '80s.
Okay, that was way after me.
Right, sure.
Way after me.
Well, maybe not that long.
Way
Well, okay.
after me. Anyway, so Face Dancer was very popular, and I think that you worked so hard on this CD, and it's, I think, what is it? There it is. We need to raise that up so we can see. It's called Purr-ever Beach.
Right.
Tell me about the cover.
Well.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, tell me about the cover, but we only have a minute before we have to take a break.
Okay.
And then we'll resume.
Well, the cover is kind of a concept idea that my wife Terry and I came up with. But there's a song on the album called Purr-ever Beach, which is a song Face Dancer did on their second album, which I wrote. And so that's also on the album, but then we were thinking of a cover for the album, and we started talking, and one thing led to another, and we decided a beach with pictures of our kitties, and it would be called Purr-ever
Oh,
Beach.
that's cute.
So, well, it's cute, but...
That's cute. I like it. I love the cover. It's very cute. Everybody can see it up there. It's really, really cute. Got a lot of cats on it.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a break because you are going to sing one of your songs on the CD. It's called Pamela.
Right.
And when we come back, you're going to sing it, and you're going to tell us all about the song and how you came up with it.
Okay.
Okay? Keep tuned, guys. Don't go away. Don't even go to the bathroom. Stay there. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. That was wonderful.
Well, thank you.
That was why I was dancing all around.
I could tell.
I had your kitty cat too.
You had Murphy.
That's Murphy.
Yeah.
Murphy is awesome.
Yeah, he was also in another video I did, and so we.
Actually, here's Murphy. I love kitties, and Scott loves kitties, and he's not coming out, is he?
I think the union rules or something. He's not. Yeah.
Murphy, come here, honey.
Murph.
Come on, honey. He says, no, I don't want to come out. I'm sleeping. This is Murphy. Murphy is really the star of the album. It's a small kitty. There you go.
Murphy, Murph.
There you go. Okay, black cat, black shirt.
Yeah,
That's good. They're
that's
going to
for
see
trouble,
that.
yeah.
And me, black shirt. So
Murphy came to us from the hills of Pennsylvania.
really,
And he just, one day just walked, he was a little kitten, just walked out and to a construction guy working there. He said, I'm done with this, find me a family.
oh,
And
is that
so-
what you said?
That's pretty much what he said.
Oh, for heaven's sake, that's so good. You
Yeah.
got a good family. Yes, you do. Look how long his whiskers are. Okay, guys. I usually do a trivia. All right, all of my people out in TV land. Here's your question, and then I'll give you the answer when we're at the end of the show. How soon can a female cat or kitten go into heat? When can they go into heat, and when can they get pregnant? You have your answer at the end of the show. Okay. Don't Google. Okay. Anyway, so let's go back to the cover.
Okay.
Tell me about the cover.
Well, the Purr-ever Beach, like I said, there was a song on the album called Purr-ever Beach. And we were talking to some graphic artists, and one guy gave us a design, and it looked like a beach from outer space. And one thing led to another, and my wife and I began talking about what we could have. And she wanted, because I have a song also on the album called Keep Them in Your Heart, which I wrote for Cause for Paws Cares.
That's us.
And so we thought, since it's already kind of a cat-themed album, let's continue that. And we called it Purr-ever Beach, and we got pictures of our various cats and activities on the beachscape there.
I really love the album cover. It's very, very cute, and there's so many cats, and everybody, you need to look closely and try to see how many cats you can count, because there's a lot. Did you ever count the cats on that cover?
There's a lot. Now, there are a couple of places where I think there's a couple of duplicates. But,
And also,
yeah.
some of them have passed on
Yeah,
and
right.
gone to the Rainbow Bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
But they've all been, in one way or the other, in Cat Heaven studio.
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
Right.
And Murphy's loving you.
Yeah, Murphy.
He's a great cat, isn't he?
That's pretty much all he wants to do is love and eat. So
Love
yeah,
and eat.
Yeah.
That's why, how much does he weigh? 25 pounds?
Maybe.
Okay, so Pamela, tell me about Pamela, the song you just sang.
It's not about any particular woman or girl, but playing bars and living the rock lifestyle, you come across some people that maybe they're good people, you know, but they're ruining themselves. They're going the wrong direction. So the song is kind of like, you know, if you could help someone, you know, who's, you know, through your, you know, you see him at a bar, you see him, and then you just, you know.
It's almost like be a sober driver.
Right,
Like
or something, you know, you're just trying
designated driver.
Yeah, just trying to you know,
Yeah.
romanticize it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, okay, well, that's good. I know you have, how many songs are on that CD?
13.
13. And the one that you dedicated and you wrote specifically for Cause for Paws is the Keep Them in Your Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to show the viewers out there a video of some of your private moments at home
Right.
with a couple kitties,
Right.
and then we're going to show play the song. But I think it's awesome that you care for so many cats. And since I've known you, and I'm sorry, but in order to be married to Terry, you must love cats.
Yeah.
Don't tell Terry I said that.
Now I loved cats before we got married. I didn't know I would be loving quite as many cats as I am now.
Yeah, well,
But-
you know, the thing is when you see a cat and you look at the cat and it needs your help, it's hard. It's hard for, you want to go back in there,
Yeah,
Murphy?
let's go back in.
Okay, so tell me about the other albums. I know you've done a couple albums. How many albums did you do when you were with Face Dancer?
Face Dancer did 2 albums on Capitol Records.
Okay.
One called This World and one called About Face. The This World album was our most popular one, and had our hit song from that was called Red Shoes, which is still played on local radio stations from time to
Actually,
time.
I saw that. I saw the video.
Yeah, there's a video. A video we did was my friend Steve Hancock and I did that in a group we call FD Automatic. And we put that out a couple of years ago because when Face Dancer was at our peak, they didn't have video, you know, there was no MTV and that sort of thing, so you might have some local film, you know, but we didn't have a video of that song. And I wanted to just get the version of that on a video.
That's neat. That's neat. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to show the viewers out there the video of for Keep Them in Your Heart, and we will be back to talk a little bit more about your CD. And if anybody wants any more information on the CD, the information will be at the end of the credits, and you can always email me, and I will forward everything to Scott, and I'm sure he will help you out, okay?
Yep.
So let's take a look at your video.
All right.
Those faces looking up at you, just waiting for the chance to show how they can be the friend you need and bring some love into your home. They've been cold, so scared and tired, and going through each day alone. You gotta keep them in your heart and bring them to your heart. Give their life a brand new start and keep them in your heart. Those busy days that wear you down can leave you with no time to think. Oh yeah, about what is important now and how you can't do everything. But if love is really all you need, then love is what you're going to see. You gotta keep them in your heart and bring them to your heart. When the world is torn apart, you gotta keep them in your heart. So many times they thought they were safe, but then got thrown out on the road. Well, now's the time to find a way to give them love, to bring them home. Keep them in your heart and bring them to your heart. Give their life a brand new start. You gotta keep them in your heart. You gotta keep them in your heart and bring them to your heart. When the world is torn apart, you gotta keep them in your heart. Ooh, that's what you gotta do.
I love that song.
Thank you.
That's very nice. That's very nice. In fact, I'm trying to put it to a rescue with our adopted cats, because now we have a lot of kitties actually we're going to be at Silver Spring. We go every month to the Silver Spring PetSmart and with the kitties. And we have a lot of kittens that need some homes out there, folks.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
can now go to our website.
Don't just keep them in your heart. Bring them home.
There
You
you
know?
go. I like that. We could keep them. Yeah. Well, you know, I found this, and I thought maybe you being a cat person, you know, one thing I really enjoy. Why are you laughing?
I don't know why.
Okay. If you're a rescue person and you do cats or even dogs, you tend to find pleasure in a good stool sample, a good poop.
I don't know if I would use the word pleasure, but I think I.
Well,
I
yeah,
understand what
well,
you're
yeah,
saying.
because you can tell a lot about. So I wanted to share this with you.
Oh.
This is a nice little stool sample, and you being a cat lover,
Sure.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind checking it out for me.
No,
Okay, will you check that out for me?
And we're looking for just what in there?
Very nice brown.
I see.
brown.
Okay, this is. Oh, that is a stool sample. Yeah, that's.
Does it smell like a good stool sample?
Well, yeah. In this case, yeah, it does. It smells about as good as I would want it to smell, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't thank you enough for
yeah,
sharing
okay,
that
I
with
want
me.
to share that with you.
Yeah.
You know, when us rescue people get together, we always say, you know, so-and-so, I had a good poop. And they look at us like people overhear us, they think we're nuts.
Right.
But it's true. We look at the poop to make sure it's
Well,
not, doesn't have worms and
I mean,
no
yeah, I mean,
parasites and it's not runny, there's no blood in it.
You're actually, we're joking around about it, but it is something
It's
that
very serious.
And it is, and it's something that you do, that you monitor
right.
and you pay attention. You pay attention to them if they're sleeping too much, or
Yeah.
if they're she's Maggie's not acting the way
That's
was
right.
acting the last couple of days. I wonder, or so and so Percy feels hot, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. So
Yeah.
you can't. I think some people, maybe a lot of people, think that we got a cat and we just let the cat take care of itself and it just does whatever, and because cats like to be alone or something, and that's just not the case.
No,
Cats,
it isn't.
So
Why get a pet if you're going to not play with it, not
Yeah.
interact with it, not cuddle with it?
No, I mean,
it's just that's why when we do adoptions, we take the kitty to the house and we work with the adopters so that they at least have an idea of what to do with the kitten.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's their first cat and they don't know, and then they feel embarrassed to ask questions, and I say, no,
Right.
don't ever be embarrassed to ask questions.
and they also then, by not asking questions or not knowing anything, they're not going to get as much out of the relationship as they could have.
Yeah.
And that applies to a dog or any
That's
other
right.
pet as well. But
That's right. So tell me, what are your plans now that you've gotten this CD going? I
Right.
mean, I hope that it's very successful, popular, and hits the #1 slot. I have no idea.
I just hope that enough that people will buy it and they'll enjoy it. I just wanted to make a record of these are songs that I've written that I like, that I think are good songs, and I wanted to record them just so they had a nice flow to them. It was all cohesive and that sort of thing. Whatever happens with it is nothing would happen if it didn't exist. So
Yeah.
whatever happens is something. And if if a couple of people, wow, that's really neat, then that's good. That's
Well,
good.
I think, like you said, you did it for yourself. You did it because that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
And that's good. A lot of songwriters are doing that now. They really are not just writing songs for the public. They're doing something because that's why the public likes them, because of what comes out of their head
Right.
and onto paper.
Well, a case in point is doing keep them in your heart. I wanted to. Terry and I we wanted to. He said, Scott, why don't you write a song for Connie's rescue group? Because we would hear songs on the radio for the SPCA and all,
Yeah.
which kind of would be like we don't really care for them that much.
Was just, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought,
that's
well,
hard.
let me just try to write it as a pop song.
Yeah.
And do it as I would do it, and we'll see what happens from there. And I think as a song by itself, it's a good song. It's got a good little melody. That it happens to be for a cat rescue group is a bonus. That's an extra thing, and maybe some people will, want to,
Adopt a kitty.
Adopt a cat from
That
listening
would
to
be
the song.
nice.
Right, that would be, so
That would be awesome.
then it's accomplished something.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to adopt a kitty, you know where to go.
Right,
Cause for Paws.
right.
Cares. Well, why don't we bring Murphy out so we can say goodbye to our viewers out there.
Well,
I know he wants to say goodbye. He was in your, I saw him in your video, and he really is, he is a cat that just doesn't care.
Now we are working on probably a TV show. I'm working on developing a TV show for him. I was thinking, you know, an interview type thing, maybe something like you're doing. But generally, what I was thinking of, like maybe being in Washington, the D.C. area, we could have political guests on.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of the show would be for the guests to come and pet and feed Murphy.
Oh, okay.
And I think, you know,
Oh, that's a
he
good
said
idea.
that would be what he would like in a
Well,
show.
you're going to have to talk to me about that
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I think we're just about done, and I think this this half hour.
Seemed like an hour.
No, it didn't seem like seems like 5 minutes. It goes so quickly. But I want to thank you for
Thanks for
coming
for
and
having me. And, yeah.
sharing your CD with us. If anybody's interested in the CD, you may check the credits at the end, or contact me and
It's on Amazon and iTunes and CD Baby too.
okay,
but-
okay. All right, well, we will see you next time. We hope you enjoyed the show, and you can always rerun it or record it. But in the meantime, I would like to remind you all out there, and you know what I'm going to say, so I want everybody to repeat after me. Please spay or neuter your pets to prevent more homeless animals, because they are a cause for pause. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye, Murphy.